All right, guys, today we're going to be learning about ratios. First, I want to determine, what does that word mean? What does ratio mean? Who can tell me? It's okay not to know. You don't know. Ratio comes from Latin, and it means to logic or reason. So to be logical or to reason. So it just means to use your smart little brain and to be logical, right? Teddy, I want you to focus on what I'm saying and not what the computer is doing. Keep your hands off the computer, okay? Hands off until I ask you a question. Got it? Okay, awesome. Thank you. So what does ratio mean, Teddy? I just explained it, so you should know. You should have it in your brain now, honey. What does it mean? Does anyone remember what I just said? Scarlett, what does ratio mean?
It means to be like logical and stuff like that.
Yeah, it means to use your logic. Sylvia, do you have a question, honey? No? Okay. So yeah, ratio. And if you think about it, the word rational has R-A-T-I-O in it. R-A-T-I-O is how you spell ratio. And so if you're being irrational, that means you're not being logical. You're just letting your emotions flood your brain and you're not thinking clearly. So ratio means logic as its root. But when we're talking about numbers, ratio is the relation between two numbers or amounts. So let's find out right here in our classroom a ratio, okay? So right now I have 12 people, and I'm wondering how many people here. Oh, I need to be able to see everybody. So turn your videos on, okay? Because if you're not focusing, I need to be able to see that. Xander, Teddy, and Sebastian, I want to be able to see your faces, okay? Thank you. Okay, so let's take a look at our classroom here. We have 13 now, 13 participants. How many are boys and how many are girls? And we'll come up with a ratio for that, okay? So once you count, give me a thumbs up and tell me you're ready. Okay, I see Scarlett has her thumbs up. Gabriel has his thumbs up. All right. All right, Luke has his thumbs up. Teddy has his thumbs up. Xander has his thumbs up. Okay, who's ready to tell me how many boys are in this class right now and how many girls? Gabe, go ahead and tell me. Say it loud and proud with your voice. Use your voice, please.
There's 7 girls and 6 boys.
Okay. Hold on. Isaac can't get in.
The way I did that was first I just counted the girls, and then I looked at how many participants there was, and I saw there was 14, and I remembered that 14, which was one more than that, was made up of 2 sevens, so it would be 6 and 7.
I love that logical brain. Oh, I need to admit. Okay, there we go. So we have 14 participants, right? And I see, let me see the boys. Okay, Oliver, Gabe, Luke, Teddy, Xander, Sebastian, Kaiden's logging on. Okay, so that's 7 boys, right? So let's say, I'm going to write it down here, boys to girls. 7 boys. And how many girls are there?
6.
6 girls. I see Sylvia, Amelia, Scarlett, Isabel, Siri, Grace. What about me? Am I a girl?
Do you have more of this?
I gotta listen.
Yeah. So I'm a girl too. So we could even say
Mix it.
our ratio of girls to boys or boys to girls is 7 to 7. That's a ratio. All right. So now I'm going to show you with some beads. All right. So let's do a ratio with beads. If I have a 3 bead and a 5 bead, the ratio would be 3 to 5. Now, the reason we're starting out so easy is because if we keep going, the ratio tells us that the next set of numbers, if we kept going, would be 6 to 10. We would keep going. What would the next ratio be?
$12 to 15.
Nope. Try again.
Wait, I mean 9 to 15.
9 to 15. 9 to 15.
9 to 15. What would my next ratio be?
To 20. 12 to 20.
What would my next ratio be?
12 to 20.
12, 20.
How many beads do I have here?
12.
Oh. 15 to
25.
25. 15 to 25.
Yeah. What would my next ratio be? Who can predict?
Not me.
18 to 30. 18 to 30.
18 to 30. Yeah, 18 to 30. Who can tell me what my next ratio will be?
Twenty-one to 35.
Yeah, 21 to 35. Because ratio means it's the number relationship between the two numbers. So we can't switch it up and change it. We have to keep the same numbers. So therefore it makes it easy to predict, right? What would our next ratio be if we kept going with this pattern? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
33 to 40.
You got this one right.
24 to 40.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, 24 to 30.
Yeah,
To
it's
40.
4 to 40. Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And you know what I'm noticing? This helps us to come back down to our common denominator if we needed to. Okay, so now let's show what that looks like on paper. So we started out with 3 to 5, didn't we? 3 to 5. Then we kept the pattern going because it's a pattern. Then it was 6 to 10, right? Then we kept the pattern going. And I'm going to substitute, instead of writing the word 2, I'm going to use 2 little dots, okay? I'm going to do this, 9 to 12. That's what these dots mean, okay? 9 to 12. It looks like a time, doesn't it? 9:12. It's 12 minutes after 9. But this is a ratio today. We're saying this is 9 to 12. So let's remember, what was the next ratio? If we kept going, 12 to 15, right? Does that make sense? 12 to 15?
Yeah.
And then if we keep going, it's going to be 15 to what?
18.
Counting by 5's on this side, counting by 3's on this side.
18. 18 to 20.
10.
I made a big mistake. I'm sorry.
At the 10.
Silly me.
I think the mistake was at the 12. You should have done a 15 there.
Good catch, buddy. Good catch.
You added a 2 to the last number instead of adding a 5.
Yeah, I was counting by 3's, wasn't I? That was my mistake. My bad. Okay, there we go. Amended. So we started out with 3 to 5, 6 to 10, 9 to 15, 12 to 20, 15 to 25. What's the next one?
18
to 30. 18 to 30.
Yes, 18 to 30. 18 to 30. What's the next one?
Ooh, 21.
Gabriel, yes.
21:35. 21 to 35.
To 35 is correct. 21 to 35. If we keep going, let's draw a line. Then we keep going.
26 to 30. No.
Now we're here. 24
24
to
40.
40. Yeah. Okay, I think you've gotten it for this ratio. Let's switch it up. Let's do some different beads, okay? So I'm gonna put my 3's and my 5. What if we do, oh, this will be kind of fun. Let's do 6 to 10, okay? So I'll put my beads here. Here's 6. Here's a 6 bead. And here is a 10 bead. So here's my first ratio. This is the relationship. This is now going to continue the whole way down. So what would my next ratio be?
12 to 20.
12 to 20. Yeah. What would my next ratio be?
18 to 30.
They're having celebrity free Harry Potter.
Yeah. So here is, I'm sorry, 18 to 30. Oh, wait.
18 to
18 to 30. And then what's this one?
24 to 40.
Can we have 24 to 40 already too?
Yes.
Did you notice that 3 and 6 are multiples of each other? Or 6 is a multiple of 3 and 10 is a multiple of 5? Therefore,
Yes.
we ended up with the same ratio. We caught up to our other ratio, didn't we? That's kind of cool. It's not really pertinent. It's just kind of fun to notice. What would our next ratio be?
30 to
30 to
50. 30
Yeah.
to 50.
30 to 50. I'm going to scooch these up now. Let's find out what our next ratio would be.
36 to 60. 36 to 60.
Yeah.
36 to 60.
Hey guys, are you noticing that you really need to know your multiples? Yeah. How many of you have been practicing your multiples at home? Awesome. Awesome. The one thing I'm really hoping for after we're done with this whole coronavirus nonsense is that we come back to school and everyone has all their multiplication tables memorized. Okay? Because that's something you can do at home. You don't need to be at school to learn that stuff, right? By learning all your multiplication tables, it makes all other math way easier. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. Boys and girls, I want to be able to see everybody's faces, okay? Teddy, Isaac, and Kaiden, can you guys please put your video on so that I can see? I want to be able to see that you're paying attention. I want to see that you're not goofing around. Okay? Sweet. Thank you, Uncle. Where's Isaac? Where's Isaac? Where's Isaac? Oh, Isaac.
I think Isaac might be having some problems
Hmm.
with his video.
Start your video, Isaac. Okay, so let's keep going. You guys are going to get awesome at ratios. There's Isaac. Hi, honey. I want to see your sweet face. Mwah. I love you. Okay, so we're going to keep going. We have 6 times here, and we have 10 6 times here. So we've got a ratio of 36 to 60. What will my next ratio be?
42 to 70.
This isn't 40.
No, 46.
This is 70.
Teacher
You're right.
Kelly, I got all the way up to 100
What?
already.
That's awesome. So this is 6 times 7, isn't it? What's that ratio? Do, do, do.
42 to 40.
42 to
70.
70. Yes. Okay. I'm going to write that down. 42 to 70. Okay. What is my next ratio going to be?
It's 48 to 80.
Yes, ma'am. 48 to 80. Okay. What's
And the
my
next one,
ratio?
55 to 90.
It's not 55. 6 is an even
Wait.
number.
Oh yeah. 54.
Mhm.
54 to 90.
54 to 90 is our next one. So let's make sure I have this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, 6 times 9 is 54. And 10
Six.
times 9 is 90, isn't it? Okay. let's
Teacher
keep
Kelly,
going.
that's what I got for 100.
Ah. Let's find out. What's the next ratio? What is it?
60
60
to 100.
60 to 100. Now let's take a look, you guys. What was our first one? Our first one
6 to 10.
was 6 to 10. See?
Now feel it.
So now, what did we do?
You just added a 0?
Yeah, we multiplied everything by 10, didn't we? And that was our
Mhm.
next one, 60 to 10. 100, I mean. 6 to 10, and then 60 to 100. Okay. Let's try another one. Let's do 9 to 15. This will be challenging. So here's 9, and then here is 15. All right, so we've got 9 to 15. So here's our ratio, isn't it? 9 to 15. What would our next ratio be?
18 to 30.
Was that Oliver Jean?
Yes.
Way to go.
Thank you.
Yeah. 18 to 30. What would our next ratio be?
27 to
27
No.
to 20. Wait, 27 to 35.
How many?
Wait, no.
37 to
Right.
45. 27 to 30. 45.
27 to 45. That's right. What would our next ratio be? This is so good for your brains. And I'm only hearing 2 people answer. I want everyone to be answering, okay? Unmute yourself and say it out loud and proud.
36 to 60 to
Yep.
36 to 60.
Woohoo! You guys are on fire. Nice. Okay. What would the next one be?
44. 44
45.
to
45.
45.
44 to 45. 5.
I haven't heard it yet.
44
45.
to
Yes.
So 44 is not a multiple of 9, love.
oh wait
45.
5 to 75.
Da, 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 da.
40. Oh yeah, 45, 75.
Yes. Okay. So now, if I don't do it with the beads, what if we keep going? So we have 45 to 75. What would the next one be?
45 to
4.
45 to 75 was our last one. And remember, our ratio is
54,
9 to 15.
54 to 90.
How did you get that? Tell me how you got that.
I added 15 to the 75 and added 9 to the 45, but also when you're going by nines up, the tens go up, but the units go down.
Yeah, that's the fun part about nines, isn't it? Okay, so we have 45 to 75 when we're following our 9 to 15 pattern. What would our next ratio be? Oh, sorry, I almost forgot to write down Dave's answer. 45 to 90. What's the next one?
105. 63 to 105.
63 to 105. Because we add a 9 and then we add a 15. Right? Because we're following a pattern. This is a pattern. Boys and girls, this type of thing is super good for your brain. You're thinking about patterns and you're solving. It's like a puzzle. It's really fun. Okay, Isaac, tell me what the next one would be.
72 to 20. I'm 120.
Well, that was fast. 72 to 120. Luke, tell me what the next number would be, the next ratio.
No, nines. 81 to something.
Did I say Luke?
Oh.
Mr. Luke. Gabriel, yes, you're right. I'm noticing your private messages. Good job, honey. And if you need some help, sweetheart, let me know. Okay, if you're not sure.
8 to 135.
What was your one in the nines column? What was this number?
81.
Luke.
78.
So if we add 9 to 72, we get 78.
Oh, no. That's 6. Never mind.
This is our pattern, buddy.
81 to
Up. Whose turn is it? Let's respect other people's think time. Go ahead, Mr. Luke.
81. Yeah, 81 to 135.
Yes, sir. Okay, Kaiden. Now let's give you a turn, buddy. It's Kaiden's turn. Go for it.
90 to 150.
150. Wow. I'm super impressed. I want to tell you, when I was planning this lesson, my Montessori album says this lesson is for children 9 years old or older. And you guys got it. Way to go. Way to go. Okay,
And
now
I'm
what I
not-
want you to do, here's what I want you to do.
Never yet.
I want you to follow this pattern. We're going to do, I'm going to do 4 to 7. This is going to be our new ratio. And with your pencil and your paper, which I know you have right next to you, I want you to write down all the ratios until you get to the times tens, okay? So go all the way up to 40 to 70.
Okie doke.
Okay, I want you to do it in 5 minutes. And then when you're done, we're gonna hold up our papers, okay? I can't wait to see. Go for it. It's really easy if you know your multiples. All right? And I'll write mine down too, and we'll all share.
Something.
All right, I finished with mine.
Sorry, just meant to get paper and pencil. Didn't have it with me. I didn't have the sheet printed out. My dad couldn't find the sheet, so I was
That's okay, that's all right. You just need any paper and any pencil. Always come to math with a paper and pencil. That's always a good plan, okay? Because we're always going to be doing something on paper.
I don't even know where to start.
So I should be seeing everybody writing. They should have their pencil and their paper. And our ratio was 4 to 7, right?
4. So add 7 to 7.
I'm already done.
Oh, you're already done. Okay, Isaac, what I'm going to have you do is private message me, and I want you to type in all your ratios, okay? That'll give you something to do while everyone else is finishing.
8 to 14. What's 8 plus 4?
What was the ratio?
The ratio was 4
Done.
to 7.
14, 15, 16.
I'm done, teacher.
You're done. Okay,
Wait,
private
which
message me
number do we have to?
all
which
your
number do we
ratios.
have to get to?
We're going up to 40 to 70. That will be your last ratio.
Where's the button for the 2 dots?
The button for the 2 dots is right next to the L, and you have to push shift.
Oh, I
and
see
then
it.
You guys are doing great. I'm super excited. I was thinking, man, this is going to be too hard for them, but it's not. Yay! In fact, I want to show you in my Montessori teaching album. Look at the age.
Age 9 to 12.
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry,
in.
yes.
I'm
You guys are just
four.
These are just hard workers, man. When you work hard and you keep practicing, you just get better and better and better, right?
So we're basically like 12 and 9 years old.
Michaela, James, and Mora and Isaac are basically like 12.
I'm done.
Yeah.
But they're only
Well, and look how easy it is.
So
Look how easy it is for Isaac. He's just getting everything
I'm
done
done.
super fast. If Michaela and Maura and James were here too, they'd be the same. They'd be just getting it done really fast because they've practiced all their multiples when they were little. They've practiced.
Done.
Okay, you're done. Okay, let's do the big
Done.
reveal. That's enough time. Let's hold up your boards or hold up your papers and see what you got. Let's see if your numbers match mine.
I'm trying to message it.
I don't have all my numbers yet.
Okay, that's okay.
I'm trying to message it to you.
Oliver Jean.
The 7th row.
Can you see it?
Okay, now it's hard for me to see all your papers, honeys, because the screen's so small. Check mine and see if yours are correct. If you got them all correct,
Finish, but mostly mine are correct. I didn't get them all finished, but all the ones I did do are correct.
nice.
My problem
Most of
isn't the
mine are
fact
correct.
that I got them wrong. I just didn't have enough.
I'll turn off my virtual background so I can show you.
Okay.
I got some like 4, like a like 3 or 4 of them wrong, but that's it.
Time I cannot focus
You
well.
like it?
So what do you think you need to do in order to be able to get them all correct?
Practice.
multiples.
Practice your multiplication tables, right? Because that's basically all we're doing.
Can
We're
you
doing
please
multiples
stop
of-
showing me because I need
Keep
this.
listening, please. Keep listening. We're doing multiples of 4 on this side, right? And multiples of 7 on this side. So if you know all your multiples of 4 and 7, will that be easy?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Don't know
I
you.
did it.
Okay. So who got them pretty much right?
Me.
Way to go. Who got a few wrong?
Me. But I got it like
That's okay. Remember, this is hard stuff. This is like stuff for older kids. So the fact that you're even trying it, you're already winning. So way to go. Let's try doing, what if we did 12 to 20? This will be a super challenging one. 12 to 20.
Teacher Kelly, can
I
you
couldn't
use
even finish the last one without extra time.
It's okay. Gabe, I can't wait for you. Honey. I got to keep going. What, Isabel?
can you help us with this one?
Yeah.
Teacher Kelly.
Yeah.
Teacher Kelly, can I finish the 4 and 7, please?
You can do that after we're done. How about?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to do 12 to 20, and then we're going to start on the worksheet. After doing this hard stuff, the worksheet's going to seem like a piece of cake. Okay?
Oh, I love cake. 120 to 200?
No, it's 12 to 20, silly.
It's gonna end
Oh,
up
oh, to get up to, we don't need to get up to 120 to 200. Okay, smarty pants. If we have a ratio of
I completed
12,
the worksheet before I did any of it.
okay, you don't need to tell me that right now. If we have a ratio of 12 to 20, what would our second ratio be? Who knows this one? Who can tell me?
24. 24 to 40.
Yes, 24 to 40. Okay, who wants to venture a guess for the third? Siri, go for it.
I think I know it.
Siri, go for it. Hold on, Miss Isabel.
36 to 60.
No.
I noticed
Yes.
something.
All right, 36 to 60. Okay, who wants to try for the fourth one? Isabel, do you want to try? Because you had your hand raised for the other one. Okay, go for it, honey.
Well, can I tell you something that I noticed?
Yeah.
It goes for the 12. It goes 1, 2, 3, and it's, on the other side it's 2, 4, 6. So the other one.
You know what?
So the
I didn't
other
even
one
notice
would be-
that. That's a great observation of patterns, and that is
So the other
exactly
one-
what I want your
so
brains
the-
doing.
So the next one would be 48.
The next one would be 48
Hey, Dad.
to
That's
80.
80.
Um,
Oh, your brains. I want to kiss your brains right now. Everybody kiss your brain.
Notice that the last number of the multiple of 12 equals the first number of the multiple of 20.
Oh, that's a good noticing. I like that observation. Okay, let's do one more and then we'll work on our little worksheet real quick, okay? And then I'll let you guys go. Who thinks they know what the next one is?
I know
tricky
the one on the 20s though.
You know that, okay, so Sebastian
gonna
can
be-
decide.
One's gonna be something. I already know it.
Yeah, so if we add 12 to 48, what
Wait,
would
I'm
you
guessing
get?
I think I know.
I'm guessing 60 to 100.
It's
I heard it. This is the next one, 60 to 100.
100.
It would have been 50, but that 8 plus 2 equals another 10.
We had to add another 10, right? Exactly right. Good. 60 to
I
100.
got all of them right except the last one.
72 to 102.
Oh, Sebastian got the next one. 72 to, it's not 102. Who can fill in the next one?
101. 101.
120.
120. 120. Wow.
Teacher.
Wow. Okay.
Teacher, the last one on that would be 120 to 200.
Yes.
I counted my tens.
Well, you know what? Since you guys, I was thinking we were going to stop there because you guys were, I was thinking it might be a little bit too challenging, but now I'm thinking maybe it's not too challenging. Maybe we could keep going. And this is a hard one. Oh,
Yeah, I thought
Isaac,
it
do
would
you
be
have all of
harder.
them? Okay, Isaac, what's the next one? Who can tell me the next one, Isaac?
Wait, I can tell you it.
I phrased that weirdly, didn't I? Go ahead, Isaac. Tell me the next one, buddy.
84 to 140.
84 to 140.
Can I see the next one?
Yeah.
want to do the next one.
Okay, Siri, and then we'll do Sebastian.
90. I want to do
Sorry, Siri, I couldn't hear you, honey. Say it again.
96 to 160.
Wow! 96 to 160. Okay, Sebastian, can you tell me the next one?
108 to 180.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, can I do the next one?
I have all mine to something to 300.
What? Okay.
Basically, skip counting in the 20s. You basically skip counting.
We're skip counting
ones.
all the columns. You know, I thought this was going to be too hard. Okay, who
But
wants
then
to
I
do
realized-
the very last one? We'll do one more.
I want to do it.
120.
Isabel.
I want to do it.
I already got it.
Wait,
I want to do it.
it's 200 two, wait.
120 to 200.
Got it.
Kited, honey. Wait for her.
Nobody. Wait for your turn, please.
Okay, go ahead,
Mute it.
Isabel.
I know the answer. 200 and 10.
210. Okay, so let's
Wait.
take a look here. I know this is really hard to read. This is 108, and we're counting by 12s on this side. So what would 108 plus 12 be?
I know what the answer is.
I'm so happy for you. I'm going to let Isabel answer. If you want to private message me, you can. Okay,
What?
everyone else who knows the answer?
110.
So if we added 2, it would be 110, but we want to add 12. So take that 2, make it into 110, and then add a 10 more, right? Because 10 and 2 is 12.
Oh.
Oh. Isabel's turn.
Can I have help?
Sure. So let's think about 108. We've got an 8, and we're going to add a 2 bead to it. Okay, so we have a 100 square, no 10s, and an 8 bead. We're going to add 1 10 and 1 2 bead. So think of the 8 and the 2 bead, and we're going to exchange them for another 10. And so now how many 10s do we have in our 10s column?
2.
So we still have a 100, and we have 2
I
10s.
don't know how to type it, but I know
0 unit.
100. Is it 120?
Yeah, 120. Okay, 120, and then what would this answer? What would this
100.
one be? So we're adding 20 more.
100. 200. 200.
200. So our 120 to 200. And look, here's 12 to 20. What did we do?
We just added a 0.
Yeah, because we multiplied everything by 10. Right? Because this is 12 times 10.
We
This is
could
20
have just
times 10.
added 2. We could have just added 0, and we would have gotten our last answer.
Well, remember, when we're multiplying by 10s, remember when we were doing this in our decimals? We just stick on a 0.
Teacher.
Basically,
that's
why
I'm gonna remember that next time I do this.
Yeah, this is why we do things lots of different ways.
Which is probably gonna be tomorrow when I print out my folder.
Cool. All right.
Guys, I think it's time for me to back out because you guys are gonna do folders and I don't have one.
It's
So I
okay.
think it might.
I want you to still watch. No, don't leave. Still watch. Okay, this
Okay.
is the little worksheet that I just found online somewhere. And I thought, oh, this will be good. Oh yeah, Luke's got his, Isabel's got hers. If you don't have yours, don't worry. We're just gonna work on it together, okay, bud?
I think mine's invisible for you.
Yeah, I can see through yours. Isaac's got his. Awesome. Okay, let's take a look. It says, Noreen started to save money. Sometimes when you do math, you have to read words too, and you have to figure out, you have to listen for the words that you need to focus on in order to do the problem correctly. So let's take a look at what it says. Noreen started to save money. Every day she puts 3 $1 coins into her duck bank. So remember, we can have dollar coins, right? I showed you those when we were doing our decimals. So how many dollars does she put in her duck bank every day?
0. 0.
No. How
3.
many coins?
$3.
3 $1 coins, which means $3 every day. So can we do multiples of 3?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys got that.
9, 12.
Before she started, on day 0, she had $0. So Sebastian, you were looking at that, weren't you, buddy? You were right. On day 0, she had $0. What about on day 1? How many dollars would she have on day
$3. $3.
$3? On day 2,
Wait,
Noreen
are we
put
supposed to write?
$3 more.
9, 6,
No.
6, 6, $6.
So
I got
I wrote on mine, on day 1, she had $3. On day 2, she had $6, right?
day 3. She had $9.
On day 3, she had $9.
And on day 4, she
I
had
already finished, Teacher Kelly.
$12.
I already finished mine.
You guys,
And on day
Mine
5,
too.
and on day 5, she had $15.
I think you guys are too smart for me. I can't teach you anything. You're too smart.
I know mine would.
So what would she have on day 6?
18.
18, 18, 18, 18.
18. Okay, so now let's talk about this ratio. Who can tell me what the ratio is?
3
Uh,
to
3
3
is one of
to,
them. What's the other one?
to
Gotta have
0.
2 numbers.
3 to 0.
3 to 0.
3 to 1.
3 to
Yes.
1.
3 to 1. I got it.
That's the ratio. Remember, because these are the days and these are the dollars. So let's keep going, my darlings. On day 2, she had $6.
She had 6.
2,
And then on day 3, she had $9.
She had 9. On day 4,
She had $18. No, $18.
12.
12.
$12.
12.
And then
On day 5, she had
she had 15.
15. On day 6,
She had 18.
and on day 7,
She had
22.
21.
21. Right. I forgot that one a little bit.
that's okay, honey. On day 8, she had
24.
24.
I
Let's go to the next column. On day 9, she had
27.
27. On day 10, she had
28. No. 30.
30.
30,
On day 11,
33.
33,
33.
on day 12.
36, 36, 36,
What about on day 13?
39,
What about on day 14?
32.
42.
42. Okay,
And
let's
then
take a look at the relationship between all these numbers. If I multiply 1 by 3, do I get 3?
Yeah.
What if I multiply 2 times 3? Do I get 6?
6.
What
Yeah.
about 3 times 3?
9.
9.
What about 4 times 3?
Oh.
5 times 3?
15.
6 times 3?
15. 18.
7 times 3?
21.
8 times 3?
24.
9 times 3?
27.
10 times 3?
30.
11 times 3?
33.
12 times 3?
36.
13 times 3?
39.
14 times 3?
42.
Okay, so now I'm going to give you a challenge. I'm going to leave you with one big challenge. Are you ready?
I don't know. I don't have my worksheet now.
You don't need the worksheet for this. We've gone way past the worksheet. The worksheet's easy. I'm going to challenge you to tell me after 30 days how much money will she have in her piggy bank or her duck bank.
Whoa.
Ready? Go.
Crossing boundaries.
I love you, Teddy. Okay. How much money would she have in 30 days if she puts $3 a day into her checking?
306.
Figure it out.
90. $90. 90 bucks. Ah, 90 bucks.
Is right, because
What?
if we know that she's going to save $3 a day for 30 days, what's 3 times 30?
90. 90.
Yeah. Okay. How much money would she have in her bank after 2 months?
Distracting, either put it down or mute yourself.
Okay, and each month has 30 days in it for this particular problem. Okay. How much money would she have? So basically 60 days. How much money would she have?
60.
That's gonna be a
Don't
lot.
ask your mama.
I know what it is.
$180.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys should just quit school. You're already too smart. You don't need to go to school anymore. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't have to be separated from my mom anymore.
I'm kidding. Okay, you guys got it. $180. How much money would she have after 3 months? And each month is 30 days.
90 plus 90 is 180. 180 plus 90 is
$270. $270.
$270.
$270.
That's not as good as That's not as good as 2070 and
How much money would she have in a year?
How much money would she have in a year?
I have no idea.
How many days are in a year?
500 million or something.
365.
Hold on. How many days are in a year?
365.
You know it from our song, right? The earth goes around the sun, the earth goes around the sun. It takes 12 months, 50
Hold on, don't tell me. I'm doing the problem.
365 days.
I'm doing the problem right now. Do not tell me.
$1,095. $1,095.
Okay, Gabe says 1,095. Everyone else, do some math.
I'm doing it.
I don't know.
Well, she just gave you the answer. So 365, that's how many dollars a day?
I'm not serious.
Nope. Or you can do it.
No, 365 days, and how many? And you get $3, and there's 365 days.
Yeah.
That's basically 30 times 306. That's basically 365. So just put it together. What's 3 times 365?
Yeah.
15.
Shall we do some math together, friends?
Yes.
Okay. We have 365 times 3. All right. What's 3 times 5?
3 times 5 is 15. 5 is.
Right, 5, carry the 1. What's 3 times 6?
9.
9.
6. I don't know.
3 times 6. I'd say that 3 times 18.
18 plus 1.
19.
Write the 9, carry the 1. What's 3 times 3?
9, but plus
Plus
1
one.
is 10.
Plus 1. Yeah, exactly. Ta-da! She would have $1,095 after saving $3 a day for 1 year. Think of all the fun things you could buy with $1,000 and $1,095.
I'm pretty sure I have 1,100.
Lego said that.
And something hundred.
$220. That's $120. That totally
Somewhere
that
around.
much
So,
money.
does this make you guys want to save your money?
Yes.
Yeah.
I already have $36.
Start a piggy bank. Challenge yourself. Okay, I'm going to save maybe
Big of a piggy.
$2 a day.
I don't have that big of a piggy bank.
In my bank account, I actually have more than $1,000 $223.35.
What? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, friends,
I
it is
think this is a long
9:58.
time.
It's 9:58. I need to give up the Zoom class because Chris needs it. So I will say sayonara. Sayonara.
Sakalaka chaka waka wow wow.
Bye.
Bye. See ya.
Bye.